we have created our first Google Map view. Now we are going to start customizing it. Please don't try to use Genymotion for this lesson. Try to use any emulator with the Google Play service, or try to use your real device, otherwise it will crash. Okay, so for this lesson, remember that on the main activity we were creating a new support map fragment. I don't want to use this fragment. I want to use this fragment, but I want to add more things to it. So because this is a class that is closed from Google, we cannot add more code to the support map fragment. What we are going to do is create a child of the view. We are going to create a view that extends its functionality and add some more functionality. So for that, we are going to create my map fragment, which is going to extend support map fragment. So it's going to have the same functionality as a map fragment, but also I can override, I can modify some methods to add the functionality that I want. So click on generate, override method, and there is one method on activity create, which is called when the map is created, which is the one that I want to modify. So now, because I am on a support map fragment, I have one method here which is called getMap. So I'm going to assign this getMap to a variable Google Map. And with this variable Google Map, I can start adding options. So for example, Google Map set my location enable equals true. Okay. Now this will create a support map fragment and will activate my location on the map. So come back to main activity and make sure that you change this for our custom fragment, for our child fragment, and run this on your phone or emulator with Google Play service. So if you take a look, you will see how I can see my location on the map. Okay. We are going to see how to add a few more options, like for example, the Google Map has another method which is get UI settings, which has some more possibility, like for example, set zoom controls. So you are going to have the plus and minus controls to give more zoom or less. I'm going to add some zoom. And then one of the most interesting things of the maps is the possibility to add markers to it. So you can also add Google Map, add marker. It needs a marker option object. So we are going to create a new marker option object. And to this marker option object, we are going to do it in a separate way to make it more clear. To this marker option, we can have some fields like position. So this is going to be, I don't know, I'm just going to copy some position, some coordinates, lat and long. Okay, so for that is expecting an object lat long, which is an object which is expecting latitude and longitude. I'm going to add just some values that are pointing to Madrid in Spain. Now these marker options can also have an icon. It needs a bitmap descriptor, so we can do bitmap descriptor dot bitmap descriptor factory to create object dot from bitmap, from file, from resource is the one that we want. So from Drawable, I can just use the launcher icon for the moment. This is adding an icon for the marker options. What else can we do to the marker option? We can set a title. Okay, this is enough to test the example. And finally, we are going to add a marker with these marker options. So I want to try this again. So basically, if you look to my application, Evil App, what I have done, I have done every time that there is a new case of the virus, I go to parse.com and I have a table with the latitude and longitude of the case. So I download from parse.com, same as we have done previously. I get the latitude, I get the longitude, and then I create a marker to my map. I have one form that for every element on my table is going to add a different marker. Okay, so now if you take a look at my emulator, this is just a screenshot, it's a way for me to show it. So basically you can see that I have my location, I have the zoom control, and I have one marker that they have added. Now if I click on that marker on my mobile, you can see how it shows the title. Okay, so with this option you can create a good application that you can upload to the market and start adding some revenue. And for that I'm going to show you how to add some advertisement, how to add push notification, and how to publish this application on the Play Store.